Hey guys, it's Teacher Sam. I apologize for my froggy throat. Um, I wanted to talk real quick about a few things as far as number one, dealing with sickness in class, and number two, veteran teachers. I know there's not that many of us, so I wanted to address that. Number one, so this is winter. And if you live somewhere like I do, where it's 35 degrees at night and 80 degrees during the day, Alabama, you are dealing with this. Snotty nose, stopped up ears, coarse throat. Now, so what I want to do is address how to deal with some of these things in class. It's also flu season. Number one, you don't want to use your voice too much before you go into class. Meaning, don't spend the hour before class time yelling at your kids. Number two, gargling warm salty water truly helps. That is like an old thing. I do it in between classes when I'm like this. Warm tea or hot coffee will also help. I found that cold water does not help. That's when you want the coffee. Other things that I have found that help, you're going to have to cough sometimes. As soon as I enter a classroom and I have a cold, I type, "I apologize in advance. I have a slight cold. Please forgive me." Enter. Now, if I have to cough on screen, I do not go Why? I don't want to cough. I don't want the kid to cough in my ear. I don't want to cough in someone else's ear. This way the parent has an advanced knowledge that you have a cold. You're already apologizing for it. If I have to cough repetitively during class, I will go a little bit over, 25, 30, 25, 45, so the parent feels like they got their value. Especially if it's a parent that is controlling of how the classroom kind of goes. Blowing your nose. Do your absolute best not to blow your nose during class. If you have a tissue in your hand, you kind of do this and you just keep going. Now, I have seen multiple teachers who unfortunately have the flu and are trying to teach because of our contract restrictions. They don't want to have 6 cancellations. If you are going to yak on screen, my recommendation is to turn off your camera, hold your microphone away, or mute it. If you can mute it, mute it. Do your business in a bucket, trash can, whatever, and go back to teaching. If you have to leave the camera, you leave the camera. A student should not see you puking on the screen. VIPkid has given us multiple ways to get medium cancellations, soft cancellations. And that's what I do. If I cough accidentally, I'm sorry. As an apology, this parent has paid a lot of money to hear me talk to their child. And there are sometimes, I'm telling you guys, if you are yakking to the point that you can't get through a 25-minute class, or you have an upset stomach, you really truly need to just cancel and go for the medium cancellations. I have seen a couple of teachers this week that in advance emailed Fresh Desk and said, "Hey, this is what's happening. I have this, this, and this going on. What do I do? Can I get medium cancellation? I can't sit through 25 minutes classes." And the firemen are saying, "We don't want to see you. Go to bed." So those are things to know and things to think about. The other thing I wanted to talk about is really, I guess, more for another video. I'm going to go ahead and post this one real quick. I hope you guys are healthy, teaching lots of classes, and everyone had a great holiday season. I wish you happy bookings, and y'all have a great night.